Ho, 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 ho. A wrestling figure bundle? That's not like DSW Network. They never get those things in. I seriously can't believe how long it's been since we last had like a wrestling figure bundle on the channel. I feel like I hit gold twice in a row and then it just all soaked up. Like the charity shop and that huge bundle I got in, I feel like we used up all our luck and then everything's just dried up since. Now, I'm probably not looking as much on eBay as I used to because obviously the card side of things just kind of works better for me. But I still look fairly regularly, and I guess I'm probably putting in like initial bids and then just ignoring them when I get the outbid notifications. And really, I probably should bid a little bit more and stuff. And I also think that wrestling figures are just more popular right now, and adults are more willing to spend money on toys for their kids than I'm willing to spend on toys to then sell on for what they're actually worth. So yeah, I think we've just had a tough time sourcing stuff recently, but we got this one. And I always like to, of course, forget what I have due in the mail. So this one's really good because I've been paying so little attention, I can't remember what's in it. Now, the only thing I could remember was that I think there is a Randy Savage Elite in there. And considering the top thing in the box is a Randy Savage hat, I'd like to think I'm probably correct. So yeah, let's get into this and see what we've got. So first of all, we've got a basic AJ Styles. There is very little money in AJ Styles Elite. There's very little money in boxed AJ Styles Elite. But nonetheless, some kid is going to need an AJ Styles. If they prefer to have basics to Elites, I guess they'll pick this up. And it's not a bad one. It's nice. Nice blue gear. Head's definitely not the worst AJ's ever had. Next up, we have the Elite Randy Savage. Ooh. Not in the best of nick. The torso is a bit loose. The shirt is a bit worn, as you can see there. The legs just squeezed together for no reason. There's paint wear on the back of the jacket and on the butt, of course, and on the side of the jacket. There's paint wear down his leg. As I discovered the last time I got one of these in a bundle, he's supposed to only have one knee pad. That torso joint is terrible. Yeah, really, really bad condition. The hat is probably the best condition part of it. Like, that looks more or less fine, really. So, yeah, interesting, I guess. Still, I guess it's better than having a basic in, but it's not the most expensive Elite in the world, even when it actually is in good condition. Next up, we have a basic Nakamura. Bit different. Not something you see in every bundle every day. Still not a lot of money in him, but, you'd like to think someone will probably buy it at some point, since it's a bit of a specific character. We've got a Entrance Great Kurt Angle Elite. This was the Kurt Angle I was going to use in my Fed when he eventually arrives in my Fed. But then I upgraded to his Ultimate Edition, and then I'm now looking at trying to get the Legends in the black singlet, but I don't think we're going to get that over here in the UK. But yeah, this is still a really nice figure. I feel like these were kind of overcreated, oversaturated. So then places like Home Bargains got it in for like $7.99. But that doesn't mean it's a bad figure just because it was, cheap. We've got a bit of scratching on the back there under his tattoo, of course. A little bit of wear, generally speaking, just around him and stuff. But yeah, this is a really cool figure. It's quite easy to forget, especially when you have the figure yourself, you got it cheap, and especially if you've upgraded to an Ultimate Edition version, like a better version of the figure. It's easy to forget how good figures like this actually are. It is a really good piece. Again, definitely not expensive. They were cheap boxed, but a pretty cool figure for someone to get somewhere. Here's a really cool basic. I don't actually know the value of these. I don't know whether they have like a decent price or whether it's sort of just above basic price, but we got a basic Sergeant Slaughter. Either way, we should be able to sell him a lot easier than other stuff. Got a big pen mark on his tit, though. That's a bit of a shame. But yeah, really cool. I mean, if you want to make a custom Nick Gage or something as well, the body would be good for that. But yeah, just nice, easy way to get Sergeant Slaughter. He hasn't had a figure for a few years now, so it might not be the easiest guy to come across. Yeah, really cool. Nice, better basics to have. Better basics to find in your bundles. Next, we have an Elite Braun Strowman. We've been doing all right out of these recently. We might do even better now he's been released. Because obviously, there might be a bit more kind of rush in demand to get him. I got a few of these recently. I was selling these for about a tenner, which is not bad at all, really. And again, really not a bad figure. I mean, it's kind of an error of Braun where his gear wasn't really up to much, but it represents it very well, and he is absolutely massive, which is, kind of just enthralling in itself. That kind of just draws you in itself. Oh, we got an Elite Kofi Kingston. Oh yeah, I remember what the gem in this one is now. Pretty cool. Yeah, we got an Elite Kofi Kingston. It's got the unicorn boots, unicorn gear, New Day gear, orange gear, torso joint is terrible. Like that's he jokes about his boobs concaving because of the Big Show slapping him, and that's the position he was in when the Big Show slapped him. He's got a daft hair, of course. Yeah, tattoos all around the torso and the shoulders and everything. This looks in pretty good condition apart from that ab joint. But yeah, pretty cool. Again, Kofi's going to sell eventually. Another basic that's good to have, although I might keep this actually. We've got a Jeff Hardy basic. It's quite a nice head, that, to be honest. It's probably the kind of head where I was tempted to pick the basic up just for the head. It is a little bit paint worn, of course. The nose is kind of dinged in and the chin is. But at the same time, my current Jeff Hardy also has the nose chinned in because it was a used entrance grates. So yeah, not really a big deal. I'm kind of finding as I'm aging that I'm getting more interested in having different Jeff Hardy heads. So yeah, we got a basic. Doesn't get more basic than this. A Dean Ambrose with a SmackDown Live shirt might make him a little bit more desirable than a regular Ambrose, but generally speaking, there is no money in Ambrose at all. We got a Elite Cena with a loose ab joint. This kid loved destroying his ab joints, apparently. Yeah, kind of a shame. I never did actually keep an Elite Cena. Like, of all the Elite Cenas that I've ever had come in to the shop, they've always been a bit boxed up. And I've never sort of found one that I would keep for a price that I would want, like, boxed. So, yeah, we've never really bothered picking up a Cena. He's not really destined to be in the Fed anytime soon anyway. But, yeah, it's kind of funny that I've never come across an Elite Cena that was just in good condition. So, yeah, again, not expensive, but better than the basic. We've got a Matt. Oh no, it's not Matt Hardy. I thought it was Matt Hardy from the back of the head. We got Connor. Which is which in these guys? We're gonna need to do a little fig bath on that boot. That's gross. We don't have the other one, so that's good. But yeah, we got this guy. Yep. Seems in decent condition. We've got in the bottom Sergeant Slaughter's hat. That will make him infinitely more sellable, I'm sure. That's really cool. We have got a Warlord Elite. Now, this is another one of those home bargains Elite, like the Kurt Angle, where you could get this for like £7 or £8 at one time. And then I was really mad at myself for not getting it. Like later on, I was like, why didn't I pick that up? At the time, I kind of thought like, well, what's Warlord going to do in my figure fed? But then as we've gotten older, I've kind of just wanted to pick up all the Legend guys. Of course, they released the Powers of Pain Warlord on his own. So I do have that one now. This isn't in the best of conditions. That wrist is very loose. The waist is a bit loose. The ab joint's actually okay. The legs are quite firm actually, and they're definitely quite. I mean, they're a bit floppy like that, but they come out okay. Yeah, I don't know. This gear just looks different to what I was kind of expecting it to look like in person. I don't know. It's a bit more matte black, a bit more smooth over. Yeah. It's really cool though, and you forget how big Warlord actually was. He was a huge guy. Oh, and next we have Adrian Neville's, not Adrian Neville, the other one, Aiden English. Aiden English's scarf. Was this a Chase scarf with the writing on it? I don't know. We don't have that Aiden English though. I nearly said Adrian Neville again. We don't have that Aiden English. I actually did have that figure a few years ago, and then in the end I just decided to sell it. Kind of cool. Guess we'll chuck that on eBay as an accessory as well. And then the gem of all gems in this one. It's kind of ironic because I probably would have kept this a few years ago, but I absolutely won't now. It is a Straight Edge Society Luke Gallows Elite. This arm is incredibly loose, which would probably have been the only thing that led me to sell it. If I'd got this years ago. Actually, the waist isn't bad. It's loose, but it only goes that far. Doesn't really matter with that arm swinging around in the background anyway. The legs are okay. Oh, the knee's actually a bit, yeah. Bit of paint wear on the singlet, the little bit on the back, but generally speaking, it's all right. And his tattoo's a little bit worn as well. We got the eyebrows, very worn as well. I don't know. It's probably still worth a few pounds. I feel like there was a point where this was very expensive, but then as soon as Luke Gallows got like another elite, like the Good Brothers one, I feel like this tanked. I don't know. We'll have to have a look. It's definitely going to sell for less with the condition of these limbs and, of course, the paint wear. But yeah, that is everything for this bundle. So if you did enjoy it, please do like, comment, and subscribe. And if you'd like to connect with me on socials, well, Meta dropped a bollock again. And yeah, my Instagram and Facebook accounts for DSW Network are currently non-existent. So until I can be bothered to try and fix that, because they don't make that easy to do, you can catch me on TikTok as the only social media that hasn't pissed me off. And I also made a Discord server for DSW Network with just the plans of using that as like the emergency broadcasting system for DSW Network. If anything ever happens to the YouTube channel, you can definitely connect with me on Discord or, you know, whatever. It was just another channel until I come up with something a bit more appropriate. There will also be the link to my Blue Sky, which I recently created. And there's not an awful lot of people on Blue Sky doing figure stuff, so let's build a community and let's corner it. But anyway, all that aside, I really do appreciate you guys joining me. So thank you all for watching, and goodbye. Squeeze.